That's right, get upset. We've got a little poetry slam, as I said. 3 poets are going to take the stage, and they're going to share with you some of their best work. Please welcome Sierra Hosea, Megan Kinder, and Lauren Steele. I think Megan's up first. Megan? I was born and raised in the city of roses. Took my first breaths here, my first steps here, learned to write my first words here. 8 months ago, I started high school, a time supposed to be marked by fast cars and self-discovery and long legs feeding toward the future closer than ever. What I got was economic struggles and educational stolen goods. I was always raised to embrace school, but too soon I was turned away from what I loved. School bells sounding more like white flags with every year. And what I've learned so far is that every rose truly has its thorns. The city, this country, it is a garden so full of weeds slowly suffocating itself, where gunfire and prisons take precedence over education, and this generation's well-being is being pushed to the back burner, and no one's teaching us to stand up for ourselves anymore. Sometimes it seems like no one's teaching us anything at all, and we all deserve more than that. Every rose has its thorns, but they can still be beautiful. We all have our lungs and our spirits. We are upset, but that's why we are here. Grab your voice and envision your future. Forget about the dollar signs for a second and realize we are in this together. Remember why you came today. Remember the teachers who loved you, the ones you love back, the students who raised you up all the years leading up to this day. The school system is not what we were promised. It is not where I imagine myself in 4th grade with my neck bent over books, daydreaming photo albums of my freshman year. Each one of you deserves opportunities beyond your imagination. You are so beautiful. You are so smart. Never forget that. Never let anyone make you think any differently. Our schools are sinking, so let's raise them up. We will carry them on our shoulders, on our backs. Together we are stronger than anything that could ever harm us. We live in the city of roses, so let's make it beautiful again, thorns and all. From Franklin. This is the piece I call Futures. To whom this may concern, I am not intimidated by you. Knowing that I have them behind my back is like having an army of superheroes following me, even though I lack the complete confidence that I will win. But trust me, you will lose this fight if push comes to shove. Because we are not Franklin, Cleveland, Grant, Benson, Madison, Roosevelt, and Lincoln. We are Portland Public Schools. We are Oregon. And I don't know what that means to you, but to me, it means unity. It means strength. We have the knowledge and capacity to overthrow you, if only others believed in us as much as we do ourselves. You may cut and scratch us until you have removed the amount of sand from our hourglass you want to take this time, but I assure you, we are all finished with your abusive relationship. You will no longer shut the door on our faces. There's too many of us for you to hide behind that thin piece of wood. So excuse me, sirs and misses that seal our fate, but get out of the way and let us choose to not be late to the classes you will postpone to cut. We can rise above and become a nation of educated people if only you would allow us to try. And if you permit us to attempt, then maybe this nation will actually be as great as everyone thinks it is. We aren't just students. We are artists, athletes, authors, singers, dancers, poets, photographers, scientists, linguists, and mathematicians. We are dreamers, traveling to far places in our sleep. Most of all, we are futures. Each and every one of us, brighter than the stars in the sun. Just take the hand from off your eyes and see us glimmer. Hi, I'm Lauren Steele. I'm from Jefferson High School, and I don't know about you, but I'm upset. I bang on these tables and I spit to the beat, knowing this is the only place art and education meet. This space between my palms and this graffitied up desk is where dozens of lost talents have been laid to rest. Books raggedy and torn, barely serving any use. The seams of our school system are slowly coming loose. Disturbingly vacant band rooms ringing with music unplayed. Wood rotting dance studios, dances unmade. Shake your head at our generation, for we will do nothing great. street corners and welfare offices hold our fate. The minority schools will live up to the way you display them. Sports scholarships the only way, but ain't no money to play them. Private schools snickering at our illiteracy and test scores, fueling a fire of insecurity. Trust me, I want to know more. Teach me. Understand my troubles. Try to reach me. Teach me. Take these inaccuracies out my speech, please. The right to education is to each. See? Teach me. You can't leave our education in the hands of a few folks with degrees. We are all perfectly capable of achieving what our system needs. I am tired of artless, colorless schools, same syllabus every year. Don't support our future leaders, and your future is unclear. Your answer to worldly crises could lie in this city. There are young potential heroes in need of more than just your pity. So I'ma stand up here in hopes of contributing to this fight, because maybe with a little help, our generation will get it right.
Thank you. Hey, I've organized some field trips before, but never quite one this big. Thank you so much for coming. I'm a dad. I'm a history teacher at Grant High School. I figured a good lesson would be to make some history, and I think we're doing that today. Listen, I'm tired of lying. I lie to my students and my children all the time. I'm totally and always telling them that this is the last cut. I'm always telling them that things are going to be better in September. I'm always telling them that, maybe this cut is good. It's going to help us figure things out. We're going to get real serious. No, I'm lying. I lie every time I say that. These cuts are destroying opportunities every time they come. And we must stop them immediately. We are compromising a generation with school cuts. It is a simple, horrific, and unavoidable fact of the very moment we're living. The cuts must stop. The excuses why we cut must stop. And this gathering is the first of many to realize that. From this point on, every time you hear of a school district that's cutting its budget, take it personally. Realize a compromise to any Oregon child's future is a compromise none of us are willing to take any longer. At Grant, we could not believe we were getting cut again. We're already offering so much less than what we've offered past generations. Our alumni don't even recognize the place anymore. 3 weeks ago, a few of us organized Upset, and it caught on pretty quick. We wanted to gather stories of the cuts. We wanted decision makers to know what they were cutting. What you've seen on this stage today is just a small glimpse of who gets affected by these cuts. Decision makers, especially those in Salem, seem to not know what school budget cuts mean, the impact they have. For we continue to get mandates and rubrics for higher standards, along with big ideas and strategic plans about what we need and should expect from our educational institutions. They tell us we need to accomplish these goals, for it's imperative to the future of the well-being of Oregon. No one in Salem is saying they want weaker, less rigorous, or obsolete schools, but that's precisely what they are funding. Legislators say, even some who claim to understand the condition of our schools, that we need to accept this because things are complicated, that the political climate is one which makes it difficult to get things done right now, that we're in a recession. Those are excuses, and that's all they give us. No more excuses.